Before getting into the video, because I do have like a talking topic I want to go over on top of the sort of like mental check and everything I want to do, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who watched the video that I put out. It's the first bit of content that I've done since I haven't really been streaming, or just haven't been streaming like at all. So thank you guys for those of you that watched the video, liked the video, left very kind comments, and a huge thank you to everybody that reached out to me after watching that video, whether it be by phone call, a DM, text message. You guys are an absolutely wonderful group of people. I seriously could not be more thankful for you guys, the friends in my life, the people that I know that reached out to me, checked up on me, happy to see me doing well, happy to see me feeling better, and letting me know that. It was super unexpected. I really didn't know what people were gonna say, think, or how they were gonna react to the video and everything. So that was a very big, like, pleasant surprise. Made me feel great about basically all the choices that I've been making, and deciding to do this little endeavor of kind of like video diary slash I don't know, video diarying. So thank you guys. You definitely made a dude's day, week, everything immensely better. I seriously cannot thank you guys enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are wonderful. This week for mental physical check, physically feeling very on point. Workouts are still going incredible. Nutrition has stayed on point all week. Good meal prepping, high vibrational food just keeps me feeling good, performing good. Mentally, we've been doing really good this week. It has been like a lot of work and everything. That's kind of like normal right now, but I've been able to find time, a little bit more time, like to myself, as far as like just a little bit of like extra gaming on the side if I wanted to, and just like really just being on top of like how I'm feeling, what I'm doing, and like where I'm going with the way I feel and the things that I want to do, and feeling much more positive like towards the choices that I'm making right now. I did have one day out of the week where I got really stressed out about some financial stuff, and it definitely sent me into a very angry, negative like path. Luckily, I was able to catch myself in that, and I was able to flip it around and start to make myself feel a lot better. Still, you know, staying realistic with the financial situation that I'm in right now. So for this week, so far, yes, we're doing good, feeling good, making the right moves, it feels like, and being self-aware enough that when I'm starting to feel negative or whatever, I'm able to try and flip that and do better. So yeah, I'd say we're doing pretty good. Kind of like the topic that I wanted to do for this video this week is obviously, like I talked about, like the issues that I had with like depression, negative thinking, just overall like not feeling good towards anything that I was doing, and then finding out like the root cause of it mainly being the medication that I was taking. I really do think that was a huge part of it, on top of obviously other things going in my life just kind of piling on top of that. But it was like once I had figured out something with the medication, then I started to basically build off from there. I wanted to go over the kind of like the process, the things that I did in order to get to the spot that I'm at right now, which obviously just feeling better, looking better, and just making better choices for myself mentally, physically, fiscally, and just giving myself like a much better trajectory towards the things that I want to do and how I want to be. Now, I'm not a professional. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist. I don't have a PhD, no doctor, any of that stuff. I'm not telling people this is what you need to do, this is what you should do. I'm telling you, this is what I do. Now, I might say like you like, you know, you do this, you do that while I'm talking about these things. That's just kind of like the way I talk. So I'm not saying specifically do these things. This is just what worked for me. The big thing was finding the root problem of basically my depression. Why I was always being negative, why I was stuck in a negative way of thinking, why all of a sudden my workouts were trash, and why I was always waking up feeling like constant dirt. Finding the root of the problem was by far the biggest thing that I needed. It was by finding that, it gave me something I could zero in on as this is the issue, this is the culprit, and that was a starting point for me. Finding out why I am feeling and thinking and doing what I am doing. What is making me do that? What put me in this place? Figuring that out, telling myself, what do we do now? And then going from there. That was the biggest thing. Another huge thing for me was fixing my sleep schedule or finding ways to get more sleep. I had mentioned in my other video that I was staying up really late to about like 4 or 5 in the morning, literally every single day. Didn't matter if I worked or not in the morning, and just like lying there, just like super depressed and not wanting to do anything. I hated going through that experience. So I was staying up late and never getting enough sleep, which obviously if you have a bad sleep schedule, if you're not getting enough sleep, then yes, that's going to throw you off emotionally, hormonally, in a multitude of different ways. So it was zeroing in on sleep, trying to go to bed early, which I ended up being able to. I went from getting about like 3 to 4 hours of sleep every night, upwards of about anywhere between like 6 to 8. Sometimes I would let myself sleep for about like 9 hours. It probably took about a week, and all of a sudden just massive mood elevation. My appetite got better, my workouts became better quality. Now that's added on top of like a bunch of other things, but still, like fixing my sleep schedule or just getting more sleep was paramount to putting myself into a much better place mentally and putting myself in a way of better productivity throughout the day. Now, adding to that, it was also reducing the amount of caffeine that I was consuming every day. I was using caffeine as a crutch in order to push me through the day, to help me feel better, to put me like in a temporary state of like happiness, because I was doing at least like a gram plus every single day of caffeine. By reducing the amount of caffeine that I was taking, where it would be like, say coffee, energy drink on the way to work, energy drink at work, pre-workout after work, and then more caffeine of something once I got home, by reducing it down to just like my coffee in the morning, because that's ritual for me. I gotta have my coffee in the morning. That is chef's kiss. The best way for me to start my day is a delicious cup of coffee. I love my bean water. All right, keeping it to that, and then if I wanted pre-workout or not, going into my workout, and therefore I was able to go to sleep better and get better quality sleep. I started even like dreaming better, which is like the crazy thing. But then waking up in the morning and just feeling just so much better after like reducing my caffeine, was zeroing in on eating good food and hydrating well. Normally, yes, I am eating and hydrating exceptionally well. That's just been my thing for years now, but because of how I was feeling, I kind of just stopped doing that. Going back to how I was eating before, when I was big into bodybuilding, switching gears to being back in that mode, eating high protein, good carbohydrates, good fats, adding in fruits and veggies, different types of like vitamins and other supplements that I was normally taking before. Going back to being like that and being consistent with it just helped me to feel better throughout the day, like mentally and physically. I didn't need as much caffeine anymore. I was feeling great, making good choices, and then going into my workouts feeling amazing, like absolutely fantastic. Like everything just felt so on point. My body felt great, my head felt great, and I was able to just like push through the day so much better by doing this. And then obviously the hydration part, just drinking plenty of water, which everybody should be doing, like regardless. Like your body needs water, like hydrate. But by doing that, by eating higher vibrational foods, less like shitty snacking, eating good whole meals again, just like helped to elevate myself like mentally and physically a shit ton. And then also adding to this whole kind of like process right here, another thing which seems like almost like goofy, but I think a lot of people can relate to this, is having a good alarm to wake up to. Everybody knows what an annoying alarm sounds like. It makes you feel like shit when you wake up. Like for me, it was waking up in a panic, feeling super like anxious, my heart's racing, I would have like a little bit of a sweat and like breathing hard and like scrambling to find my phone to shut that shit off. But then I would have a bad habit of snoozing it over and over again, so I'd have like a whole hour of on and off snooze, multiple alarms. Great way to start the day, right? I don't know why I didn't think of this before. I switched over to a much more pleasant alarm sound to go off to, and so it just turns into now, like I wake up, I hear my alarm, it slowly builds up, and it's just nice, pleasant, chill music. I'm not freaking out, I'm not scrambling, I'm starting my day in a much better way and just feeling significantly better, and that just leads to everything else throughout the day. So to add to this, something else I was doing was positive affirmations, daily affirmations about myself. And I would couple this with almost like breathing exercises, just a lot of like deep breathing. We hear it like all the time, like just proper breathing can help, but really focusing in on my breathing just helped me to feel good. But using that with like positive affirmations about myself, like positive affirmations, basically like, you know, who I am, things I want to be thankful for about myself, things that I want, you know, believing in certain things, law of attraction, using kind of like those topics and adding that into my affirmations about myself, and just keep saying those things out loud. Doesn't need to be like, you know, immensely loud, but saying those things, thinking those things, and then like writing them down, and then practicing like good breathing like while I'm doing that at the same time. It just elevated me at the beginning of every single day. I'm still doing it, but it's just like that one extra thing that you can do to help put yourself in a good state of mind, make your body feel good, your thoughts become more clear. By doing these things, that led to basically finding ways of just gratitude every single day, practicing gratitude. What am I thankful for every day that I wake up? Simple little things, like it doesn't have to be a lot. I'm happy to be waking up. I'm happy to be able to actually have lungs that I can like breathe deep in. I have a car that I can commute to work with. I have 2 jobs. I have a bank account that keeps money in it. I'm staying on top of my bills. I have a family that cares about me. I have friends that care about me, friends that I care about. I have a wonderful cat named Steve. Just simple like little things to be thankful for, and that just keeps adding up more and more over time. And that's what I kept doing, writing these things down. And then adding to that led to journaling. Now, journaling is something that I've done a lot of in the past, and then I kind of stopped for quite a while, but I've been back onto heavy journaling. Like this is like one of my main journals right here. I write everything down in this. Like it could just like be like workouts, thoughts, financial planning, video ideas, and just daily things going on with me. But the big help has actually been this book right here, The Intention Journal. For those of you that don't know, it's a 3-month journal that you want to accomplish 3 big goals with, and you keep track of everything weekly and daily in this guy. And it's not just like tracking like what you're doing, it's writing down like small goals, major next steps, planning out your day, things that you struggle with, rating your day like on a scale of 1 to 10. What's your plan for tomorrow? Note taking. It's a multitude of different things, and this drastically helped me to keep track of everything I was doing, what I wanted to work on, what I was and wasn't doing. And I was able to notice that the first month I was not making much progress like whatsoever after coming off my medication. Like my workouts were still just kind of poo-poo. My mental attitude was kind of like all over the place, and I was able to look into the first month that I did, and you know, I saw how I was rating every single day, you know, less than 5 every time. And I can just see like the way I wrote and everything, I was stuck at a low vibrational level and just not feeling good. So recognizing that and being self-aware enough to be like, okay, something needs to change. What am I doing? What do I need to fix in order to flip this around and start writing some fucking 10s in this thing? I had a 10 day. I didn't struggle with anything. I felt good. And as soon as I started like thinking in that way, I started to just make better efforts to everything, made better goals for myself every day, really started to work on stuff and feel good, work towards having better quality workouts. And all of a sudden now I'm writing days that are 8, 9s, and 10s. I'm not struggling with anything. I'm planning my days better. I'm blocking out time, making better financial choices. Just by recognizing what I was doing wrong, started to make the right choices again. And that came from because I was journaling. I was keeping track of everything I was doing, how I was feeling. It's crazy. Like your moods can change all over the place. And by journaling too, I was finding ways to challenge myself every single day. Small challenges, whether it be waking up a little bit earlier, jumping out of bed this time, making my bed, cleaning the bathroom, doing chores, meal prepping. I want to be a better quality like FPS shooter, so you know, putting the practice like into aim labs, you know, challenging myself like a certain amount of time, accomplishing different like little tasks. I want to sell product, I want to make more money, putting these little challenges in front of myself every single day and then working towards them and accomplishing them just keeps you in a state of mind of basically goal tackling problem solving, trying to find the best way to go about these different situations and getting results, like living your life in a way that it's like you want results. That's what I switched it to. And then by challenging myself, it led me to looking at my workouts and turned into working out with intent. We all know that by working out, you can help yourself to feel better mentally and physically by a long shot. And it helps to teach like self-discipline. Now, for me, it's not enough just to like work out. I need intent. What can I do with these emotions that I have and put that into like my workout? By putting myself into that state of mind, all of a sudden my muscle connection just came back to me like so easily. And then just like putting my head into the workout the way that I had used to where it's like you find that zone and stay in that zone. I had made it back to that point and it just built from there, man. Like getting the muscle back and then like seeing like the results and like, okay, well now I need to keep eating well, now I need to sleep well. You see what I'm saying here is everything is a chain. It's all connected together. Everything builds off of each other. And then of course, talking about all that, that's disciplining yourself. It's like disciplining myself to work out with intent, to eat well, to sleep good, to make better financial choices if I want to keep doing all these things, staying in a positive way of thinking so that I can keep making these choices, keep doing the right things, keep moving through life in a way that makes me feel good and the people around me feel good. One choice leads to another. Make good choices here, you start making good choices there. You discipline yourself in your workouts, you discipline yourself at work, you discipline yourself at home. Everything is connected. I think I kind of hit most of everything now. I would say the last like big thing is to just not stress the things that are out of your control. If you can't do anything about it, it is what it is. Let it be. Focus in on what you can control, what you can do, and how you can improve in those areas. That's how I looked at it. Boom! I hit all the talking points. I elaborated a lot more and found out a lot more than I expected with talking about all this. So yeah, those are some things that I use in order to help myself to push away from negative thinking, a low vibration way of like living my life and like pushing myself really out of depression and getting myself like on track. More details. I know I touched on this stuff a lot in my last video, but I felt like this more on point to how I really went about doing it. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for watching it to the end. I know these videos are long and some people I know have a hard time watching these long videos, but hopefully it was entertaining, informational enough for you guys. Know that I'm still doing good. Week 2, I guess, of these videos. We're still feeling good, vibing good and everything. I want to kind of keep going this way, you know, the weekly checkups, but also just throw some information at you guys, you know, maybe something you didn't think about before, kind of get the brain churning on like some different things. And I don't know, maybe somebody will get something out of this stuff. I don't really know what I'm doing with these videos, but I enjoy doing it and I hope you guys enjoy watching them as well. And if you did enjoy the video, feel free to leave a like. If you guys haven't subscribed yet and you know me in person, you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what the hell you doing? Subscribe, support your boy. All right, I'm gonna keep these videos churning out, 1 video a week. We'll see if we can turn it into 2. We're gonna see where we can go with this. I'm feeling good again. I feel good for the day. This was a good way to start the week. It's Sunday, the beginning of the beginning of a good week. All right, we're starting things off good. Recorded this video, we're gonna edit it, we're gonna upload it, we're gonna go work out, we're gonna grocery shop, meal prep for the week. We're starting things high up right now, and we're gonna continue that for the rest of the goddamn week. Thank you guys again for being here. You guys are awesome, beautiful, wonderful creatures. Have a good, positive week. Put something into action and accomplish it. Stay beautiful, stay gorgeous. Love you, dudes. Tell somebody that you love them as well. Be kind, share a smile with people, lend a helping hand when you can, and just treat each other good. You guys have a good week. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for being here. Ta-ta for now. Love your faces. Mwah! Goodbye, dudes.